think my bottle is a little overfilled.
Did you fill up the bottle?
No, I just opened it.
I was gonna say, I don't think you did. Has it always showed you like where filled pages are?
What do you mean?
Like
On the map? Yeah.
So where's the one?
I don't think it's for the ones that you have to like light the fire or lift the globe thingy. I think it's only ones that are just already there. You just have to Revelio them.
Now, when are we ordering dinner for ourselves?
You already had dinner planned. And you have dinner planned for tomorrow, too.
No, I don't.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Alright, what was I doing? Oh, wow. The game is so much less stuttery.
5.
So, I upgraded RAM from 16 gigs to 32 gigs, and the game runs so much better.
What do I have?
You have 16.
I have less shit on my computer, though.
Yeah, you're not streaming, and you also have a weaker graphics card, so you can't run as high quality as I can. But if you continue to play that machine, I will definitely give it some upgrades. What?
What?
Well, I talked about how the game was running so well, and I think it crashed.
Good job.
It is very angry. do, 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 do. I still have 2 ice cream cones in the freezer.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse. Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Keep losing my mouse.
It's like a...
I pressed Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
Where could Archie have gone? If ever...
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead. He killed him.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow. I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and... Oh, where is my son? Where is Archie?
I don't mean to be grim, but could Harlow have taken him?
Archie's satchel is missing, so he may have left on his own. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he's prone to do. I hope he wasn't here when Harlow... when my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He has a little hideout in the forest south of here. He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
What reason would Harlow have to kill your husband?
My husband had been looking into Harlow's dealings and discovered some of what he's been up to. I begged him to leave it alone, but he was convinced that...
Is there anything more you can tell me about Harlow?
He's Victor Rookwood's second in command. A miserable, awful creature. Vicious and murderous.
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle. We will bring Archie home. When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same thing we are, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need.
Revelio.
We need something more. This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went. There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about
Revelio.
killing a child. We must find Archie quickly. Wolves! Prepare for a fight.
Protego! Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Stupid one!
Expelliarmus! I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack. We should look around.
Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again.
Revelio!
Archie went this way.
What the fuck? That dude
I have
just
a bad
popped into
feeling about
existence.
this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can imagine. A fork in the road. We will meet
Revelio.
Revelio again.
You can't imagine.
Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way. Thestrals.
Wrong spell. No wonder why it wasn't working.
Beautiful, are they not?
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
Arresto momentum. I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father.
Arresto momentum.
My mother was a woman, and I felt quite helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see
Accio.
him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie.
Damn it. It's gone.
Revelio.
Taking in children now, are we?
It is as I feared. They have Archie.
Stupid one.
Can't be stuck forever. You will pay. You'll need to be quicker than that.
Expelliarmus!
Expulso!
Stupid one.
An attack. Stego!
They got what they deserved. Not expect this tent to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little.
Levioso. Accio. Accio. Levioso.
Is that the best you got?
Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. Activator. Stupid. You weaken quickly. Accio.
I regret. Novice luck. You've made a great one. I'm not done with. Oh, try not to make this too easy for me.
Protego. Stupid. No.
Terrific.
Accio. Incendio.
The darkness will surely
They got what they deserved.
Someone help me! Is anybody there?
Revelio.
Can someone help me? Is anybody there? Can someone help me? Is anybody there? Please, I need your help.
Archie. Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not too loud, Archie.
Sorry.
We need to get this open. Aloha, Mora.
A man called Harlow. He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
Archie, you're here! Oh, you're safe.
Mother? Oh, Mother. Father's friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Rabe, Mr. Filbert, and I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
It may be too late for that. I'm afraid Harlow's already after us.
Then you needn't anger him further. I assure you, the threat could be a lot worse. Please, please keep your distance.
I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Pickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you for your help.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Internet's creating problems for the stream at the moment. Again, if you missed anything, video will be up on YouTube 24 hours after
Off
stream.
on another adventure, are we?
Just in case you missed something. Extra RAM has definitely helped out my game.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance. There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about our house founder and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
That's a bit unnerving. I suppose even if it might lead to answers about what happened to your aunt, it does pose a risk.
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Incendio!
These braziers to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I
What
needed
did
to
that
hear.
just say?
Opening the entrance
What?
has something to do with
Something was
threes.
on chat, but I didn't see what it was.
3 heads are better than 1.
It's
Totally missed
two
it.
heads are better than one.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, Ominous.
Yo, any wiener grabbers in here?
Incendio!
Oh, it was you on accident? Okay.
Incendio! Incendio!
Confused. Something to do with threes and the break. Well, there's 3 of them.
Confringo! Revelio, mayhap.
Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favorite.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one. Like a locked door. We may want to look around.
A journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your fam?
Remember the thing that
Repel.
made me jump like hell?
Nope.
The rubble formed
that's
the
what you're
relief of a
doing.
person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear. The voice is ancient, sinister.
You hear a voice.
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I wish all Slytherins could talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards.
What
I
did you
haven't
do,
spoken
Hannah?
it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back.
Unfriggin'
I
believable.
can't believe I'm doing this.
What do you call two Quidditch players who share a dorm? Broommates.
It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Thanks for the resub, Hannah.
With you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us?
Oh, gotcha.
Never mind. There's no clear way to get in.
Confringo! Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
Leviosa! The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues. Confringo!
The dial requires focus.
Art Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
Lumos.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself.
Lumos.
But you got to it first. Nice work. We've got more to solve ahead.
Search each corridor. It may not be obvious which leads where.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful.
Another game.
Part I'm wearing. Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian.
This is looking rather dire, isn't it?
Lumos.
You sound surprised. We're in a maze designed by Salazar Slytherin.
Oh, what's this one?
That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive.
Lumos.
Nice work.
Ba-doop.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did. She was my favorite person in the world for it.
Another, not the welcoming sort, was he? Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Lumos.
I say hi, Deej, but there's no Deej actually there. It's just a figment of my imagination.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling. The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, there's a Deej.
Now it's working.
A skeleton.
Some headset wasn't synced
And
up for some reason.
Noctua's last journal
Turn it
entry.
down a touch. Holy hell.
She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucio is etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
Oh, is the
He does seem a bit cross with
Nice.
you. I'll speak with him.
Good.
Hogwarts
Learning
Work your
curses.
magic, so to speak.
non-denominational wizarding game?
Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture. I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, and I think it's best if I cast it on you.
Very well, if that's what you want. To perform the spell, raise your wand, point it at me, and firmly declare, Crucio. Hold on as long as you can.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Are you all right?
That pain. I would have done anything to make it stop. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
Revelio.
We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Sebastian, ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I've been getting an uneasy feeling.
Revelio.
Let's find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Ooh. How was the beach day?
It's okay.
Just
a
okay?
Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
That's okay. How about you?
It was
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
pretty dull, actually.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Serona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it.
That's not a
I know
command
when
in
I
mine.
read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
I don't think I ever.
Nice car.
Serona
There
said
you
she
go.
lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about,
They're back on,
practicing
Daddy.
charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle
I
was
totally
a
forgot that was
genius
even
in
a
the
command.
garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Appreciate the work, Bart.
How about some sightseeing?
Anyone looking for troubles?
I've been out. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
Levioso!
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Levioso!
Oh!
Accio! Incendio!
Something dark and Luna appropriate on.
Ken said that you wanted to watch turning Mad Hats. You want me to change it?
No, it'll be fine.
That's a good blanket.
What the hell?
But I still need to visit the cave to find Serona's box of letters. Better have a look around. See about the hawk lumps and the box of letters. That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Levioso! Accio!
Incendio!
Potato!
Stupefy! Incendio!
What is her game? Huh? In a minute, okay?
Incendio! worse in London. Revelio.
What the hell?
Lumos.
Do 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 do. Oh my god, I want 6 of them.
What do you want 6 of?
Red squirrels.
Oh, it's cutie.
This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back.
What do you want 6 of?
The red squirrels.
Squirrels?
You missed the red squirrels.
Are you sure they're squirrels?
Yeah, there were squirrels.
What snack do you want? That was not an invitation to get in my chair. What do you want? Okay, well, if you're not going to tell me. You want a honey bun? Can you share a honey bun with Luna?
Does it get any more
You have
cozy
to
than
have your own honey
Hogsmeade?
bun. Okay, come on.
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
You look like
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle.
Hush.
That Professor Garlick.
It is.
Don't give away
Still
my
one of my dearest
secrets.
friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Lumos. Incendio. Accio.
Um.
Bless you.
It wasn't a sneeze or anything. It was just grunting.
Oh, it sounded like a sneeze.
Nope, just grunting. I have to do something about my back though. It keeps getting stiff.
Hello, Samantha. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
I am. I'm actually rather good at it. Used to play all the time with my brother until... Never mind. Shall we begin?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning.
Dun, 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 dun. What the fuck?
Accio!
Accio.
Too far. Shit.
You'll have to do better than that. Accio! Yes! Accio!
Accio.
Ah! Fuck!
That was sensational. A draw? That simply won't do. A rematch then.
That gave me 50? I'm so confused. It fell off. Okay.
Good match.
It was sitting up there.
Care to
enough
have another
apparently.
go?
But of course.
Splendid. Accio!
Accio.
How am I to top that? Accio! Yes!
No!
You'll have to do better
Baby, I
than
can't do it.
that.
Ask Daddy to do it.
Accio! Yes!
Accio.
Shit.
How about that? I won! Good match. Care to have another go?
But of course.
Splendid! Accio!
Accio.
That was sensational! Accio! Yes! How am I to top that? Accio!
Accio.
How am I to top that? That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
More like you underestimated me. That was your mistake.
Fair enough. But a little sporting spirit wouldn't hurt you. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
Dusty, you can go back in there.
Pew! What's up, Summer? Oh, I need to go. Trying not to fall asleep. Seems mildly counterproductive. Of course, I could go to sleep right now and sleep like through half the day tomorrow, so.
Just let me know if there's something in particular you're looking for. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
I used to help out at... House elves, the wizard can't see me.
12:30 to 10:30.
What will I do without her?
Hello? Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious moon calf, Biscuit, was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your moon calf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor Biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
A moon calf is an unusual pet. Why did you choose Biscuit?
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. But now I can't imagine life without her. Moon calves are often thought of as silly, simple-minded creatures. But I've seen great depth of character in Biscuit. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a hippopotamus, or even a goose that lays golden eggs.
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertilizing magical plants. But I cannot imagine poachers care much about gardening. Who knows what they'll do to her? She could be flogged, skinned, gutted and stuffed. I assume. Oh, Biscuit.
I'll keep an eye out for your moon calf, Garniff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, I promise to reward you for your efforts. Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
I should try and rescue Garniff's moon calf. Sounds as if I'd need to head north to find those poachers. Hogsmeade, here I come. Accio! Time for a jaunt, I'd say. This place has seen better days. Wonder who lives here. Poachers! Garniff was right then. I'd better be careful. Slow down now. There we go.
I'm sure there's something there.
Protego!
so very weak.
Oh, watch the light go out of your eye.
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
No one takes one of my own and lives to tell of it! You will pay for that.
They just made that easy for me. All facing the wrong way.
Crucio! Confringo!
Aloha Mora. Now then, which one of you is Biscuit? Arresto momentum. All right, Biscuit. Let's get you back to Garniff, shall we? Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Oh, my dear Biscuit.
Garniff, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
If it weren't for me, I suspect those poachers would have flayed her alive.
Oh, perish the thought. Thank Merlin you were able to save her in time. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
You can have her back for the right price.
Of course. I would pay any amount for the safety of my dear Biscuit. Oh, my sweet little Biscuit. My wise, noble moon calf. And here is your reward, of course. Well deserved. As I said before, you have restored my faith in wizard kind. You've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
You were mean and charged him to get his favorite thing back.
I could have died.
Spiders. Why is it always freaking spiders? Other kind of ball.
let's do this.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence. Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is certain. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Didn't update yet.
If the rumors are to be believed, you've taken to increasing the beast population.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. Ah, there you are.
You've been straying from your instructions.
No need to race now, my friend.
Over here!
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Ranrock wants us to find the child. But child?
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually we make it.
Petricus Totalis.
Sounds like a lot of work. Perhaps we just tell him we looked. Well, if he asks.
It does sound easier. Let's do that.
Oi, pass that fine whiskey over here. You have to learn to share.
Petricus Totalis.
Someone there?
Petricus Totalis. Revelio.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
What? You're gonna have to wait a minute.
Hello? Someone there?
Ah, up there. That's our way in.
Petricus Totalis. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
plan was to dig up half the
I
country.
wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special word you want me to pass on to your mum?
I'll bury you in the deepest.
Expulso! Make it stop! Expulso! No more happy days for you.
To your knees.
Accio.
Potato. Stupid. Childish.
Just you wait till I'm on solid ground! An intruder!
Another pitiful beast in my trap.
Potato! Come on, stupid, you're afraid.
Release me!
Accio.
Help! No, that's just pitiful.
You answer that?
Also.
Potato.
Does not like this area. What the fuck?
I suppose that's the quick way down. Is there something to those symbols on the walls?
There is. I've seen symbols like these before. I need to find all of them, then cast them quickly in succession.
Come on, game. What the fuck? There we go.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead.
Revelio.
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
Revelio. Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Depulso. Wingardium Leviosa.
Fight! Thought I was out of range of that.
Stupefy. 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 I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how? There's a pillar here, but no ledge near it for me to grab onto. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Levioso.
That's one way to do it.
Levioso. Accio. Just the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of it. Levioso. Levioso. Accio.
What? No need for it now.
Levioso.
No, it's bedtime.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Or, no ma'am, or you won't get it tomorrow.
Wait, he went through the thing. Why did he not?
Incendio. Levioso.
Okay.
What happened?
I thought he went through the thing, but then he didn't go through the thing, and then there was another invisible one that I wasn't aware of.
There is a way to make them not invisible. What, Daddy? Huh? Want water? Okay, lay down. I'll get you some water.
That's not what I...
What a relief.
Still haven't been able to figure out how to destroy the orb, though.
Revelio.
Chest in this room? Oh, there it is.
I did it once, and I don't know how I did it.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isadore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready.
I don't know. Something's
I've
purring
something
at me.
to show you.
I don't know if it's a moon
Father,
cat or if that's
these
the-
are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Nice.
Thank you.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Ooh, it's winter time. Seems like an excellent stopping point. And we will continue this next time.
Hey, how do